Hey guys, this is David Rodriguez with Hit the Spot Firearms Training. And today we're going to address the question, I just bought a gun, what do I do next? That's what we're going to be talking about today. So today we're going to be addressing the question, I just bought a gun, what do I do next? The NSSF, or the National Shooting Sports Foundation, recently estimated that 5 million people became new gun owners this year. That is to say that people who previously never owned a firearm or previously never even thought about owning one purchased one in 2020. And I get calls every day that prove that fact to be true. I get calls from students all the time telling me, hey David, I just purchased a gun. I don't know how to use it. I need to sign up for one of your classes. Or I'll get another type of call saying, hey David, I feel the need that I need to buy a new gun. I just don't know what gun to buy, what type of gun to buy. And these are all good questions, and they're questions that people who usually never thought about owning a firearm usually have. But the most important thing that you guys have to remember, I'm talking to the new gun owners and the would-be new gun owners, is that no matter what, you have to begin with a foundation of safety. To own and operate a firearm, you must do it safely. And the foundation that we're going to build today is designed just for that. So let's start off with the gun safety rules. Rule number 1, always assume that a firearm is loaded. Never assume that it's not loaded. That's safety rule number 1. Rule number 2, always keep the firearm pointed in a safe direction. That is to say, if you're handling the firearm in your home, you're not going to point the firearm to your child's bedroom or the front door. You're always going to point that firearm in a safe direction. Rule number 3, always keep your finger off the trigger. If your finger is not on the trigger, you're going to have a safe firearm. Those are 3 simple rules. They actually seem common sense, but those are rules that you're going to have to embed in your memory and understand them and practice them. If you practice them, you're going to always be able to operate and handle your firearm in a safe manner. And that's part of the foundation, being safe and understanding those 3 safety rules. Okay, now let's do a quick recap before we move on. The 3 gun safety rules are, number 1, always assume that a firearm is loaded. Number 2, keep the firearm pointed in a safe direction. And number 3, always keep your finger off the trigger until you're ready to shoot. Next, we're going to address another question that a lot of my students ask me also, and that is, David, I've never purchased a gun. What type of gun should I buy? And that's very important. You need to know what type of gun you want, and you need to know how it works. Knowing how a gun works and functions is part of the safety foundation that we have been building since the beginning of the video. You must know how a gun functions in order for you to operate it safely. So let's start off with the 3 types of basic firearms that exist. We have a long gun, which is a rifle, an AR-15 or a shotgun, and we have a revolver, and we also have a semi-automatic pistol. Okay, most new gun buyers are going to go ahead and purchase either a revolver or a semi-automatic pistol. So what I want to do is I want to point out the differences between the 2 so that you can make an educated decision as to which one you want to purchase. We're going to begin with a revolver. Okay, a revolver is a very simple firearm. It has very little moving parts. It has a barrel, it has a hammer, and it has a cylinder. These are where the bullets are loaded into, and it has a trigger. Things to point out about a revolver is that they're very reliable. The only thing is that the capacity is not as great as it is in a semi-automatic pistol. In other words, revolvers hold anywhere between 5 to 8 bullets. Okay, so some people may say, I want to get a revolver because it's reliable and it has less moving parts, it's easier to load, but you're going to be sacrificing on capacity. Okay, now this is a semi-automatic pistol. Semi-automatic pistols have a lot more moving parts. Okay, but they differ from the revolver in that you load the bullets into the cylinder of the revolver, but you load the bullets into a magazine when it comes to a semi-automatic pistol. The bullets are loaded into the magazine, and then the magazine is loaded into the firearm, and then it's made ready to fire. There's a lot more moving parts with a semi-automatic, but you do not sacrifice capacity. Semi-automatic pistols can hold anywhere from 5 bullets all the way up to 20, 25, 33 bullets, depending on the size of the magazine and depending on the size of the firearm. So when you're out there making that decision, remember, do I want capacity and I want ease of use, or do I want more capacity and I don't mind dealing with more moving parts? Either way, having a gun is a good idea. It's always better to have a firearm and not need it than to need one and not have one. So what I want you to do is take the information you got from this video today and apply it to yourself daily. Remember, it's very important to understand the safety rules. In order to operate and own a firearm, you must know how to do it safely. So if you're in the Tampa area, Orlando area, or the surrounding areas, and you're interested in getting certified for a concealed weapons permit, or even if you want a one-on-one class of pistol safety and basics, please, my information is down below. Give me a call or email me. If you have any other questions, please type them down on the comments down below. Okay, I want to thank you very much for taking the time and watching this video. As always, please remember to hit the like button, subscribe, and also hit the bell icon so you'll be the first to know when a new video is uploaded. As always, thank you for being part of the Hit the Spot family, and stay safe.